Yo, what's up?
What's up, man? What's up? Good
What?
evening.
Good evening.
What are y'all up to right now, man? Did you guys see that fight?
Yeah, man. It was entertaining.
I gotta ask. I gotta ask who won. I didn't see it.
There was no winners or losers, man. I think we were the losers.
What?
The people that watched it.
Oh, like that? Nah, bro.
Yeah, it
Freaking.
was bad.
Are we waiting for our other dudes?
Yeah.
Let's see. Trying to look. Okay, here's our topics. Got you, man. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, Tony, I actually got them from the Container Store, man. A little pricey, but if you create a new account, there's ways to getting like 50% off or like free shipping. I paid, I believe, a total of 109 for 12 boxes.
No, I need to get those too, dude. Like those are sick. How I could just display them like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What up? What up?
What's up? What's up?
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Swim, boomerang guy.
Man, so what y'all think about that fight?
I didn't see it, but from what I heard, it was everybody got their money's worth. Was it on pay-per-view or was it just on Showtime?
It was
It was
pay-per-view.
Okay.
Well, $49.99 worth of trash.
Oh man. Oh no, I couldn't.
The Container
buy it.
Store. See a comment. The Container Store. The Container Store.
You guys have a link for that? The Container Store?
Yeah.
You can put one in the description before the link.
Let's see what's up, everybody. So our group can see this.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? I don't know who's.
Nice.
Just waiting on Mikey.
That hat though in the background, dang.
Oh, you see it?
I see that Scarface basketball. I see that Travis Scott Fortnite.
That
Yeah,
thing,
I'll
that Travis
get
Scott
that back
fly.
there.
I actually got that in a raffle, man. I was gonna give it to my kids, but they got in trouble, so I just kept it.
No, have that thing displayed in here too, man. They're pretty sick. That whole concert he put on was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually played for that. Like, dang.
YouTube. Free.
No, I played
Free.
on. Dang.
Free. Well, my son plays, but he
to
wasn't even interested at that time either, so you know.
Oh man, no. I had to go sicko mode.
And we lost Tito.
Uh-oh. There's 4 people. What's up, everybody? Is that us 4 that are watching, or is that other people watching?
I'm pretty sure it's other people. I don't think we count.
Oh, wait. If there's anybody here, what's up, everybody? How's your evening going? What's going on? Welcome to the Soul Brother Show. We're
waiting to get
still,
back and Tito back connected.
Yeah, we're just waiting on our friends. But if you guys are, there we go. We got Tito back. It wouldn't let me go on Firefox, but it let me come up here on Chrome. What's up, David Rivera? What's going on, bro? How's your evening going, man?
Just think about that fight, David.
I'm waiting for next week's fights, for next week's UFC fights.
Oh.
I think Mike's having trouble getting in here.
Tell him to use Chrome.
Milk. Big.
Joseph, did you hit anything this weekend for Supreme?
This week I just I got the vampire decks. I hit 2. I know there was a couple collabs this week.
Yeah.
Freaking, what was it? The North Face drop this week, or was that last week?
I think that was last week.
Let me see. What was this? This last week. Yeah, the only things I saw like worth going for were like the Supreme shorts, the Mitchell and Ness, or Mitchell and Ness Supreme shorts. They're freaking. Everything else was a little too loud for my taste, man. That backpack was cool because it came with like a little fanny pack.
Oh yeah.
But that's all I really went for because this upcoming week is the week everybody wants to go out for. The box logos are dropping. I can't never say that dude's name. The Emilio Pucci. It's like Gucci. Emilio Pucci. I don't want to say it like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me if I said it wrong, but I don't want to say it like that. But his box logos are coming out. Excuse me.
Yeah, sorry about that disconnection, guys. Yeah.
And oh, awesome! Everybody's here.
Oh, there we go.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, so
What
I
up?
haven't used my phone. Nothing else is working.
Looks good.
That looks good to me.
Yeah, nothing else is working. The laptop, none of it just doesn't want to work with Facebook.
What browser are you using?
I use Safari, then I tried to use Chrome, and it rejected both of them.
What about
Oh,
Safari?
dang, it told me to use Chrome.
Yeah, Chrome. It rejected Chrome, and then it rejected Safari. So I might just have to go off the dome since I can't really see everything. That's all good. Y'all see that fight?
I didn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or lack thereof.
You see?
Lack thereof. I mean, if you wanted to pay for,
Legit.
some school fights, you wanted to pay for a backyard, 8th grade fight, there you have it right there. There you have it. You pay for that.
I think we all kind of knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I mean, for the most part, even though it was an exhibition, Mayweather wasn't trying to take a blemish at all. Like, he wasn't trying to take a blemish on his rep or, anything of that nature. So, if you know, you know. You know what I mean?
Pretty
PayPal
much.
went
I
through
mean,
right after that fight. PayPal went through right after that. You know what I mean?
They needed that money fight. They needed things haven't been happening for a while for Mayweather, so he needed that money fight.
Honestly,
They
I
both
mean,
needed it.
has Mayweather not really been knocking anybody out in his other fights? So
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
been like 8 years or something like that. He hasn't knocked out anybody.
defensive boxer. So he
Been
wasn't
8
really gonna
years?
go
Thought it was
all out.
longer than that.
It may. I think that's.
Maybe
Yeah, they said
longer
a
than
decade.
that.
So Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been forever,
But then
man.
again, he's a smart
He ain't worried
fighter though.
about
He
us.
doesn't have to knock anybody out. Like I say, he's a strategic fighter. You know what I mean? He knows how to play the scorecards. So,
Oh yeah,
and
but then
boxing
again,
is
everybody's jumping on that bandwagon though. What about the FaZe guys? I heard those guys are boxing soon, right? Like it's like the gamers versus like the YouTubers or something. They're supposed to be boxing too soon. Like the kid
Everybody
Pinchot talking about it. FaZe Jarvis is gonna box somebody. I don't know who's boxing, but like these kids are all doing it. Everybody's fighting for that money, man.
Everybody's
hey,
trying to
didn't we
box.
talk about that
Everybody trying
earlier?
to-
When we talking about that earlier, the next few years you're gonna see Ryan the Toy Kid challenging
Yeah,
you know,
dude.
somebody out here. You know.
Let's see who has the YouTube hands.
Right.
Battle,
Who
the
has
battle
the
of the
best unboxing? You want to unbox these
Yeah.
hands? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'd rather
That's
watch.
where it's gonna be.
I'd rather watch WWE.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
where
down for a
everybody
good
goes.
old Stone Cold Stunner. You know, I'm down for one of those.
Who ended up?
Nobody
I know
does that anymore.
Ronda Rousey went to WWE, and then so did Cain Velasquez. Brock Lesnar went back too, so you know
Yeah.
they're gonna end up there eventually.
Yeah,
That
Brock
came last.
Lesnar was about his business though, man. He was about his money, man. Like UFC was like, yo, after that fight with matter of fact, Cain Velasquez, he brought a lot of market. He brought a whole new market. Like he literally made the whole WWE market shift over to some realistic fighting.
Yep.
And then
Oh yeah,
WWE that
did
whole
think
year
about
he was
it
over
before.
there lost profit, so they had to double up to get him back. And that man was
Oh yeah.
literally acting and fighting, whatever you want to call it. He was doing it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. This was crazy. I mean, I was watching that fight and I was just like, man, I hope people didn't spend a lot of money on this. I hope not.
I was disappointed
at the end of the day, it's all for entertainment, you know.
and it wasn't free for me, so I was like,
Like-
you know, why do I gotta pay for this?
Like celebrity boxing was dope. I remember I saw Screech fight somebody like back in the day. Screech, like
Oh
Rest in
yeah.
peace.
Oh, yeah.
Screech, yeah. He threw down with
R.I.P.
somebody. I can't remember who he
Screech,
fought, but I remember. I think
It don't even matter. It was
Bonaducci,
Screech,
or is
though.
that
It
his
don't
name?
even matter.
Yeah, Screech right there.
Right.
Stand by the bell.
Right. It was
That's
one of those
crazy.
Bonaducci guys. Somebody just as corny as him, probably. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He,
You know,
like
so, yeah.
there was a whole celebrity boxing fan. Like everybody's gonna try to make their money right now with fighting, man. Like that's dope. we need some more of that.
Hey,
It's
listen,
cool.
I got a fight lined up, you know, me versus these kids
Remember
in a little bit. You know what I mean? Pay-per-view, you know, live.
Dude,
You
what was it?
know what I mean?
Soldier Boy was supposed to fight Chris Brown, remember?
Oh
That was
god.
supposed to happen. Soldier Boy was supposed to fight Chris Brown a long time ago, and it never happened. I wish that would have happened though. I would have loved to see that. I think that would have sold fights. Like
yeah.
that fight would have freaking sold.
That's true. That's true.
And then I know the game recently called somebody out too. He wants to fight somebody too.
Oh god.
I think it's a YouTuber. He wants to fight somebody. He wants to get somebody, man. The game.
I can't remember his name, but I know the YouTube. I know the YouTuber. He's like a vlogger. He's like a hip hop YouTube blogger. Like he does like little like pranks on hip hop artists and stuff like that. And dude be kind of sus, and he did some sus stuff to the game, and the game was having that. You know, the hood came out of the game, and the game was like, "Yo, I want to beat you up, bro." Like, you know, real talk.
Heck yeah, man.
Hey man. Well, hey, to everybody who's viewing this, and I see we have a few people jumping in and out. This is the Soul Brothers podcast. We're gonna try to be running this weekly, maybe twice a week. We don't know yet. We're trying to get the little bearings going, but
Yes.
initially, it's your boy Sneakerhead on a budget. It's my guy All Hype right here. We got Tito's Kicks at the bottom, and then we do got SB Chris or Get Kicks or my boy Chris, wherever you want to go by during that week.
T Big.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna be doing.
I'm going by the
different
artist
stuff.
formerly known as. That's what I'm going by. The
Yeah,
sneakerhead
we're
formerly
gonna
known
do
as. Yeah.
some talks about like daily news stuff. If we see anything happen in Sneaker World, we'll probably talk about it here. Anything like collabs, anything like that, we'll probably talk about it here. Recent cops, recent pickups. We'll talk about it here again. We have guests we're talking to get them on the podcast as well. Just working on some stuff, just getting stuff going, trying to build the community up. Because we all love this community a lot, so we all just want to just contribute how we can. And one thing that we will talk about that did happen recently this week was the Vanessa Bryant Nike situation, where she was upset and she put something on her Instagram, I believe, about how none of her family got pairs of this Nike shoe that I guess she created, and she put her daughter's number on it. This shoe was dedicated to her daughter, and Nike went ahead and just like manufactured pairs and put it out, and she did not give the okay. Apparently they're in talks, but they didn't really come to an agreement on these pairs. And so my thought about it was, how do retailers have the pair that they don't first? And making it worse, apparently a few retailers had sent it out by accident. I know one was in the UK. Maybe you guys can correct me on that. One was in the UK to where it was for the Grinch Kobe's.
Yeah.
And they accidentally sent out those Kobe's instead. And then sent an email out to people saying, hey, if you don't mind sending that pair back.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll do free return shipping.
I saw
that email on Instagram. I should have pulled that up, but yeah, I saw that email. That was hilarious. And like, who's gonna realistically be honest and say, you know what, I did get this. I don't. Let me box this thing back up and send. Come on, who's gonna realistically do that? No one.
Nobody.
No one's gonna realistically do that. So they're bad.
I would sign there for sure. Like unreleased, like limited. It's gonna be like almost like that little Nas X, like whoever has those shoes, like that there's a lot of controversy behind that shoe, but like whoever got those pairs, are they really gonna give them back? Like seriously, like
I would.
That's true.
But that brings more questions. But that still brings more questions. Like, how are these companies and these retailers getting these shoes before the family? Like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like no one is like seeing the bigger picture here. It's like, how did they get their hands on their shoes before Vanessa Bryant and the family did? Like, how did that happen? Like, doesn't make any sense.
Something super simple, right? Like, and this, like, you'll see like friends and family pairs, or when they like ask an artist to create something for them, they give the artist like a bunch of pairs to give out to their friends. But yet, I guess if I mention it like this, it sounds really bad. But Kobe and the daughter passed away, and the shoe is dedicated towards them.
Mm-hmm.
How do they not get a pair? Like,
yeah, exactly. Like they should be the first to get them. Like, if I were to create something, like put that much effort into something, like, I would almost want expect like the first final product, like how it's gonna come out, and especially the whole meaning behind the shoe. You know what I'm saying? And that's her like memoriam to them. Like that's Kobe's contract is up. Like that's gonna be like one of the final Kobe's, if not like the final, right? It's on the list, right? It's
exactly.
Yeah, until the next few years when they decide to lowball them and retro the shoe.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
you just think that with everything going on, because usually when you see the pair initially, it's on somebody, like the Travis Scott PlayStation shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had to watch that little PlayStation video to see it on somebody's foot to be like, whoa, what was those? You have to go back and stop, right? Or like Travis Scott, when he wears his pair before anybody else, you got to see it on the image, and people are putting the image everywhere, like, oh, it's on their feet. I've seen the image from an Instagram page
Mm-hmm.
from like somebody saying, "Oh, this shoe is supposed to come out." Now, sure, Nike didn't come out and say this shoe is supposed to come out, but it's an official image. It's the image and the background. It looks like a Nike background, and like it should have been like on Vanessa's feet, like honestly, or the other kid's feet, and we'd be like, "Oh, where did she get those?" But I mean,
Right.
they always had a problem with Nike. I mean, initially the reason why they're stopping the deal is because they're not giving out a bunch of shoes. Like they're so limited. Kobe fans can't get a piece of it, and resellers are getting it before anybody. And backdoors. We won't talk about backdoor because trophy room. We won't discuss the trophy room this episode. But
Oh man.
Oh, man.
like, what do you guys thoughts on like Nike and Vanessa? Like, because they're stopping it. She said, "Nah, we're not gonna renew this."
I personally think it sucks. I mean, because the Kobe line was the Kobe line is a great line. I mean, not because it's just the Kobe shoe. I mean, the shoe was like the archetype for, like, when he suffered the Achilles injury, from there on out, the shoe was dedicated to players who have those type of similar, so it was the perfect, not only the Kobe shoe, it was the perfect basketball shoe. And people besides, like let's just drop Kobe's name from the shoe in general. It's a good shoe. Like hands down. Like hands down, it's a good shoe. Very, very good shoe. Kobe's name on it put another 100% version of hype on it. Kobe's death put another 200% hype on it. And now with this controversy, it's through the roof. Like you saw StockX, since they released that Instagram post, StockX sold 50 pairs. GOAT did the right thing, took their listing down. Flight Club did as well. A couple of other sites that had shoes, rightfully so, took their listings down. But like, even with GOAT, even with Flight Club, how did you guys get this shoe before the family? It's like no one's talking.
Yeah.
It's like we need answers. Like no one is like, hey, we got it, but we're just gonna put it off because it's not right. That's not cool at all.
No, yeah, freaking out of respect for Vanessa Bryant and the rest of her family, like that should be done. Like why keep slapping her in the face? Like they probably still don't have the shoes in hand. Like every shoe sold is a slap in the face for them.
Yeah. Oh, who got a notification?
This guy. This guy.
He proved that he had lost the step.
Probably something about the Mayweather. Yeah. Side note from the shoes and everything. But yeah, that was a good fight. I mean, but anyway, back to subject at hand. I think it's terrible what they're doing to the family. And rightfully so. She pulled out the deal. She pulled out, and they should have just backed out, dropped all releases, just stopped continuing, the pairs. But Nike being Nike, got to get their last little jug in, because technically the contract ended that day. That doesn't necessarily say you still got these shoes that have to come out. I mean, just because the contract ended that day, we still have these shoes that are still coming all the way to the end of the year, maybe to next year to release. So we still may get a few more Kobe's, but we're not going to get anything new after that final Nike release.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
I mean, if you break it down, Nike hasn't, profit-wise, Nike's making their money. But, like, Nike hasn't had the best year in terms of us, the consumer, the people who wear the shoes, people who love the shoes, the people who, want to rock the shoes. I mean, you talking about the Hebert family and that controversy where the son is using the mom's card to get shoes and he has his own warehouse and reselling things. You got Marcus Jordan in the trophy room. There's so much, and Nike suing like Warren Lotus for their done. Yeah, Nike suing Warren Lotus for their done. You got Nike going after is it Mischief and Lil Nas X, and it's so much going on with Nike during this time period, and like we hear absolutely nothing. And then they do like the whole draw system, and with the draw system, we haven't. I mean, what do you guys think about the draw system actually?
I think the draw system, I mean, it's cool because it gives people,
Man,
I mean,
that
if
makes
you're
more sense.
botting, it kind of gives the consumer with the slow thumb a better chance, but
Yeah,
the bots and these different programs and stuff like that are figuring out how to manipulate these drawings because I was doing some research on a
Yeah.
bot the other day, and they have a bot that could, off your one account, just totally screw the system up with the IP address and just throw multiple entries from your one entry and can just throw the
Dang.
whole thing in the loop. So like out of your 20 entries, you may hit twice with different credit card numbers or something like that. So the draw system, I think they're trying to work on it to beat the botters, but the botters are always one step ahead of them. I think Nike picked the wrong time to try to be smart about it. You know,
Yeah.
like you said, they've been losing money. You know, Nike basketball down. What's the most
Yeah.
popular Nike right now? The Dunk and the Dunk line and the Jordan line. You know, like if it wasn't for the Dunk line and the Jordan line, you think like what? Kyrie would really keep Nike on top?
Nah.
Think
Kyrie's still available on
Nike
sneakers.
on top? No disrespect to the Blaze. You think a Blaze would keep Nike on top? You think a Blaze would keep Nike afloat? You know, like ambush or something like that? No, they'd have to quadruple collab something to keep Nike. They need a Travis Scott ambushed in the back alley SB dunk to keep Nike afloat. You know what I mean? Like if they didn't have the Kobe line or anything of that nature. Nike basketball line is hurting right now. Like Nike basketball line is hurting, and I think once the Kobe shoe line is officially done, until they retro it, because I do believe they're gonna retro it, because they are in talks about retroing the Yeezy, the 3 pairs that he dropped. They are talking about retroing those 3. Yeah, it'll be another unobtainable.
Yeah, it'll be nice if we can get them.
Oh yeah. Again, that's where sneakers come in. Like,
I'd be surprised if you don't get them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd be
I
surprised
know,
if you
huh?
don't get them. I'd be surprised if you didn't get them.
Retail.
Like, if they had a finish line raffle today for like a Red October, I guarantee you my boy would be all period.
Bro.
You see a screen
I'll
full
tell
of
you
red.
a story.
Wait, give me 1 second, Mike. If anyone that's watching and wanted that Jordan 6 electric green, it just dropped the Foot Locker. If anyone needs Jordan 6.
Breaking news. Breaking news right here.
End the live.
In the live. But yeah, I'll tell you a story that'll break your heart. I was on. I don't know if you guys remember when Nike used to send tweets out about the links. This was before sneakers app. They used to send the links out about on Twitter, and so I would always have it on notifications. And for 3 weeks straight, 3 to 4 weeks straight, Nike was sending out boo boo, like just like link after link, and I was like, anybody want this? Anybody want this? Anybody want this? But I would always check it just in case because they did some price drops on some retros. So I always kept checking, and then one night I woke up and I seen a link and I was like, this is probably some doo-doo, like whatever. I forgot what was hot during that time. I think it was some Blazers, no disrespect. I had a bunch of Blazers back in the day. But it was some Blazers and I was like, okay, I'm good. And so I seen it, I was probably some Blazers. I put my phone down, went to sleep, woke up, it was the Red October drop.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. That would have hurt.
That
would have hurt.
That then was the exciting part about sneakers and stuff. It was just like you had to be on it. It wasn't like everybody knew that this and this was happening. It's like you had to be on your game to get the shoe, and that's why when you're seeing somebody wearing it, you kind of appreciated it more because you had to do a little more legwork. Nowadays, it's a little. I mean, yeah, I appreciate it still because it's tough. Because the draw, I'm just like, I feel like I have a chance, but I don't.
You gotta believe it, bro. I'm always texting that. I'm a firm believer. It's like sometimes you gotta just feel it, bro. It's like some Saturday mornings, like real talk. Some Saturday mornings, like 6:50, I get up, I have my phone, and I just know.
Oh yeah, dude.
I will just know I'm not getting this shoe, but I'll go for it anyway.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I
And
know,
I'll go
dude.
for it anyway. And then there'll be some Saturday mornings that I get up, beat the alarm, 6:45. Oh, I'm getting this shoe. I'm watching the phone. As soon as stuff like hit, boom, hit the button, get that got 'em, flex, go to sleep. Like, you gotta believe, bro. You gotta believe it, man.
Hey,
You gotta
back to
feel
what
it.
Chris,
You never go back to
what,
sleep. I'm always too excited.
what Chris is
Yeah,
saying.
feel it.
You gotta wake up and you gotta call it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna hit, regardless, whatever. Just wake
Yeah.
up, because there's mornings where I say, you know what? I'm not gonna hit. And Mike said I always do that every single Saturday.
Yeah. Since 2015, I've been calling. I won one. Oh, okay. I got two. One that I actually wanted, and the other one I didn't want. No piece of it. First of all, what's up, David and Rose? Thank you for coming through.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I did not want those citrus though, bro. Honestly.
Oh yeah, you did say you just went for a random size. It usually happens like that too. It usually happens like that. Like I was talking to my cousin, and he's like recently like trying to dip and dab in the game, and this past weekend when the dunks dropped, the Michigans, you know how sneakers has your size pre-programmed, 13, 13. I woke up with that feeling I was going to get that shoe. So I hit the app, and instead of me going for the 13, I changed my size. I change it. I go to an 11. Don't get it. Hit a 13 on the Spartan. Before the clock finished, I got him. So I'm like, I just had a feeling I would have got that Michigan also if I hadn't changed my size. I think I played myself.
Yeah.
I would have doubled up. I've doubled up on sneakers twice before with the Quay 64 Jordan 6s.
Okay.
Worst drop ever. You think you're doing something, you get two bottoms. I mean, hey, and the Quad 54s, it's a good line. The 5s, the 1s, the 7s. So when they drop those 6s, that sail and that brown sail color,
Yeah.
and the way they talked about them with the leather laces and all that stuff, I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be a hot one.
Yeah.
Got those double bottoms, got that flex that morning. Sat on that shoe for like 10 months, bro, and sold them both for under retail. It hurt. It hurt. It hurt. So all bottoms ain't good bottoms, people. all bottoms ain't good bottoms.
That's true. Which this kind of takes us into our next topic of Nike SBs and Jordan 1s. What's going on? What the hype is mad serious right now for these two. Like Nike's putting out ambush versions. They got the OG colorways come out with dunks. They got new colorways come out with dunks. I know people love those. People are so confusing when it comes to shoes, man. You love a dunk low, but you hate the dunk high. You love a Jordan high, but you hate the Jordan low. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. But when it comes down to it, Nike's throwing a bunch of these out. And for the past 2 years, I know you guys have noticed, and I'm pretty sure everybody's watching noticed, Nike's been throwing out a lot more. Like, SB dunks are going out like crazy. Jordan 1s are going out like crazy. How many Jordan 1 collabs have we gotten so far, just throwing them out? So do you guys think the Jordan 1 is hype, or is this legit?
Dude.
Honestly, right now.
Honestly, I just see it as for as far as SBs, Travis Scott just fucking blew that out of the water, man. Like he took his SB, and as soon as that got a hold, like even what one he wears, kids want that. Kids want to be like him. Like he's a big influence in the culture. So as soon as he started wearing SBs, I think that's when the whole hype blew up. You know what I'm saying? We started seeing more SBs and the Jordan colorways. We're getting a lot more J-Packs, and
You're right about that.
that's where we're seeing a lot more of just a lot of kids are into skating a lot more. You know, like they're seeing, oh shit, they're using the dunk, the classic dunk as a skate shoe already, and SB's just taking that and running with it. You know, like the what the paw, they made that into a dunk. You know, like
Crazy.
they're giving skaters what they want more and more collabs for them. You know, like they're already hard to get, so I'm assuming that they're putting more out there so they're available to people who actually want to skate them.
True. I mean, the one dunk that like I have to get, I'm just it kind of brought me back into sneakers is that chunky dunky Nike SB.
Oh my God,
Yes,
beautiful.
That thing
yes,
is
yes,
wild.
yes.
I think
Another unattainable.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it
dude.
was a few weeks
Another.
after the Grateful Dead's came out, and I was like, what is Nike doing? This is crazy.
The box on the Chunky Dunky was amazing. How they put that in the ice cream. That's the ice cream box, right? The Chunky
Yeah.
Dunky. Yeah,
That was
the
crazy.
two boxes,
Yeah.
right?
With the spoon and
Oh my,
all the little accessories,
Yeah.
that was
oh
real dope.
dude,
That was.
that shoe needed to be worth that much. With that box and that much detail into that shoe, that's I could see the price tag on that sucker, dude. Like that
Yeah,
one's.
that was the
And what was
only
the
shoe
retail
that
on
made
that?
me
Was
think.
it 150? Was the retail
I
on the
think
Chunky
so.
Ducky 150?
I think it was one. I think if you got the ice cream one, I think that one was 150, and I think the one in the regular box might have been 120, 125. I think dunks are usually 120.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, I think I'm just upset that I didn't get it. I tried so hard on them.
I,
tried so
I
hard.
tried
They're so
on the
popular now.
Chunkies. I
They're
tried
hard
on
to
the
get,
Grateful
man.
Deads. I've tried on every, like, I was surprised that I got that Spartan. I mean, I've only personally owned two dunks ever. Like the Spartans that I'm getting upcoming. And a few months back, I hit in a raffle at Mainland. Those wheat,
Okay.
I can't, those wheat
Oh,
mocha,
woo.
the wheat mocha
Okay.
I got those. I got those. Closet.
with the duck, sick. I love them. I love them. But somebody came through talking nice, and you gotta go. So hey, but I regret it.
Yeah,
I regret it now because like Joe is very passionate. Like I just heard his story about the SBs and things of that nature, and I can see that he's very passionate. And I'm one of those guys that are the total opposite. I would I want an SB and a dunk just to sell it. Joe is going to enjoy it, to skate in it, to grind it out, and I most definitely appreciate it. So we have. See, there we go.
There we go.
Hey,
Look
you know
how
what I
beautiful
mean?
that is. You can't tell me. Look
What's
how
the
gorgeous
resale
that
on
thing
it?
is.
What's the resale?
I think
on
these are
What's the reason?
come on, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get paid, right?
What's the
You see?
resale?
this is
Right.
history, man. This is cool shit. This is wearable. You know what I'm saying? Like the dunks, like that's what I'm saying. They coming in the J packs. Like this is a wearable shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like freaking,
Yeah.
you can wear this with a couple fits. It's low key.
have
Like
regrets for the
it's not
wrong
like
reason.
You're like, what are those?
Hey, Mike, but back to what you were saying about the lows and the mids. I think they just build a reputation about the lows and the mids. For example, on the Jordan, right?
Mhm.
There's a lot of Jordan 1 lows and a lot of Jordan 1 mids that are beautiful.
Yep.
Just because it's not a high, which if you're a real fan of shoes, you're gonna rock them regardless of what the value
exactly.
is. So a
Exactly.
lot of people are going for the Jordan 1 highs. The first thing they ask or looking Gold or StockX, what's the resale value?
Yeah.
When in reality, for example, I got a couple of Jordan 1s, but one of my favorite one, they're only going for $220. There's no value, but it's the love for the shoe,
Exactly.
the colorway. So it really doesn't matter. I just think that the lows and the mids have gotten labeled. It's just terrible how certain shoes, they can be over 400 and it's a low, but it's just because it's the colorway. But there's a lot of beautiful colorways out there, man, that you can rock, and
Yeah.
you just got to know how to style them. But again, there's certain mids, and same thing with dunks, man. why, for example, that Fragment mid that just came out, was it Saturday?
Yeah.
I slept in, man. I slept in like a baby.
So I believe they're only going for what,
in.
$250, and
Yeah.
there's a bunch of people that really don't care about the shoe. In my opinion, purple one, purple and black. I mean, if you can't rock the shoe, then either sell it or get rid of it. But in my opinion, that shoe was pretty nice, man. But what a lot of people are not seeing is, the resale value is not up there, so let's get rid of it, But it's a beautiful shoe overall.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think the
and I think that
and the Dunk and the Ambush collab in general is like kind of falling off because they did a restock on the Fusion a few weeks back, that Fusion purple color, and they sat like I don't know how many of you guys actually go to sneakers app to see what's in stock, when you just scroll up the page. Like they were yeah. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all actually do that. I mean, instead of just going to notify and hitting the heart and just getting off of it or whatever, but those of you that actually scroll through and see it, like they sat there for a while. I mean, from sizes 14 to the 15, and then of course the base size is like 7 and below. Everything in between went, and check on StockX, the resale value wasn't that much. GOAT, the resale value wasn't that much. And then they had the nerve to do a restock on it. And then they did a surprise drop on them a few months before they did the restock. So it's like they just have so many that they can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
I actually had exclusive access for those Ambush, like that hot pink colorway.
Pass.
Oh, nice.
Exclusive access?
Pass. Instantly. Why this
Exclusive,
one? That's what I was saying. Why this?
Yeah.
He's like, what are you saying about me right now?
But
I think, why me? What are you saying? Come on, Nike.
Why did I
out of all the shoes, you're gonna give me exclusive access for that.
Right.
Which, don't get me wrong, I do like the check. How it stands out, kind of like 3D. It's nice, but
how it flares off the back of the shoe. That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But how long is that going to stay?
Right, that's coming out.
I think they all do that. If I'm not mistaken, I think they all do that. All the pairs.
They all do that.
All the pairs. The flares, like how long is that going to be hot though? Like you wear some jeans. Your jeans may sit on the back of the check. You're gonna wear the check down.
Yeah, like I feel like after a while, like those would wear down like really bad.
Yeah.
That'll be a shoe that's not an everyday. Yeah, like especially if it gets dry, you may crack or something. You may get a little indentation, a little downfold maybe or something like that. I can most definitely see that happening after a few years.
You're at a bar or a club or something, and freaking someone swipes you. Oh, dude.
Not even. You know how it is when somebody walks close to you and they like scuff the back of your shoe, and like just somebody scuffing that check. They're gonna scuff both checks too.
I just feel like a snap.
What do you do when someone scuffs your shoe? That's the topic. Real talk.
Man. But I think if you look back on everything and we talk about is the Jordan 1 or the Dunk, is all this stuff hyper legit. Just like Joe said, when Travis Scott started wearing the Dunks, Dunk prices skyrocketed. Like I bought a pair of black and purple Dunks with the gum sole at a Nike outlet for $20 on clearance, and when all the hype was happening last year, I sold that Dunk for $200. Like,
just because it was a Dunk.
I had like other Dunks
just because it's a Dunk.
I sold it. I had the Sin Help Dunks that looked like the Joker colorway, which was those are nasty. I was on the fence of selling those, but I knew I wasn't wearing them, and so I sold those for $200. And then like other Dunks, like if I thrift a Dunk, I clean it up real quick and I throw it up. It doesn't sit on there for long. Like it's gone.
No, dude, they go like crazy. Every time someone comes here, they're like, "Is that Dunk for sale?" I was like, "No, dude, display, bro." Like,
right. No, this is for display. For display,
Yeah, for sure, man. Like they'll go like they'll go like anything, man. Like I'm like, what the heck, dude? Like that, man. Freaking. That's got to be like a number one seller right now. The Dunk and the Jordan 1. The
The Jordan
alternative.
1 jumped up because of the documentary.
Oh yeah,
Oh man,
that's Oh man, yeah, on Netflix, right?
Yep, that last Dance documentary was as a catch-22 because it gave us MJ and it broke everything down and gave us all that, and then it just
gave us MJ
destroyed the
raw.
sneaker realm because all these people said that $400 Chicago is now $1,200. I was like, what are you tripping? I'm not
The
paying that
sneaker
price for
world
the
was
shoe.
on fire. I'm talking about every Sunday, 6 p.m. Somebody like you were locked in on sneakers 5 minutes before the show dropped just to see what shoe was gonna drop. Like I thought that was cool.
Mhm.
Like just the anticipation
That was
that you had the whole world waiting on. Like you didn't even know what shoe they were gonna drop, but you just had everybody just like waiting like in awe 5 minutes before the show come on. It's like you're looking at the TV and you're looking at your phone. And I think like
Yep.
the anticipation and hype like that, that's why I'm a sneakerhead, man. Like that's why
Yeah.
you know what, I take that back. That's why I'm a sneaker connoisseur. I'm a sneaker connoisseur, man. I'm an adult.
There you go.
So I'm a sneaker connoisseur, man. And like the topic with the SBs and the Jordan 1s, what's going on with the mids? It seems like there's highs and there's lows and there's nothing in between. You notice that they don't even advertise mids on sneakers. Why is that?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's to me it's
Like
pretty
I've
much
never
preference.
seen a mid on sneakers. Like I got the
it's
Nike app separately
A lot of-
from the sneakers app, and
A lot
I
of
them
see
people mid.
notifications for mids, but they're always on Nike. They're never on sneakers. It's like, what's up with the disrespect? Which
They hate mids.
the disrespect
Hate
has
mids.
happened so much through the way they sell them and the way they put these jacked up colorways on them that people that were fans of mids aren't even fans of mids anymore. Like, you know, like, because I know a cat that wore mids all day, every day and had some dope colorways. But then when you start seeing the memes about mids and you hear all the hoo-ha about mids and stuff, like, it's just as bad as the hype on the SB. Like, you could talk about an SB so much, you make everybody like it. You talk about the Jordan mid so much, no one likes it.
I know some resellers that love mids.
Yeah. Yeah, they're eating off mids.
Mid culture's out there, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's out there.
Yeah.
Because you got because for me, I've been collecting shoes since 2000. So back when I was collecting and you hit like the Foot Locker and stuff like that, when shoes wouldn't really sell out like crazy, or you could still walk into a mall a few days after and there'll still be a shoe up. They used to have like a ton of mids up, and during that time, Nike was releasing everything mid. Everything was a Jordan 1 mid. They weren't really releasing the Jordan 1 highs. I think they're trying to do away with that and trying to make Jordan. It's like this is a Jordan brand. That's why you got the 5s and the 6s with the Jordan on the back instead of the Nike Air. You got those Jordans with the Jordan on the tongue. And so like the Midnight Navies that released last year, those originally released in the mid. I think they're the Japans or the Tokyos. I forgot what they're called. Those are released in the mids.
Right.
The New Love Old Love pack. These are both mids, and I know we went crazy for these when they released back then. And they re-released this either was it last year or the year before that, and they re-released it as a mid, and it sold out. Like it sold out, and I see collectors who are like, oh, I only like highs, but they got this.
Right.
So it's crazy, and then this was the closest thing to the original Black Toe. And this was a mid because they released it in the pack. And then they put up the new one with the Nike. It's the white tongue, and then that's the Nike up top. And everybody's like, oh, this doesn't exist anymore. It's like, man, these are crazy. Like the
It's
pack
not a
was
bad
crazy.
colorway, but it's a mid, so.
It's a mid.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's not a bad colorway, but it is a mid.
I even got the patent Chicago's.
Oh,
And
nice. Is that shattered?
These
Those are
are
hot.
old. These are old.
No,
These
I
are
meant like is
here.
it a shattered backboard colorway? I can't see that.
No,
I'm
this
sorry.
is Chicago.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's red. I thought it was orange. See, I couldn't
Yeah,
see it.
red.
Okay, nice.
This is the Chicago one. I think they released this one. They had the Carolina blue one, and the black and gold shoe that released last year, close to Christmas time.
Mhm.
Right.
That also first released in the mid, and so like they came out with these three, and so every time I wear these, like I turn heads. Like people just like, "Yo, where'd you get those from?" And I was like, "Man, 2003, you had to be there.
Right. You had to be there. It was a good year.
You had to
NSYNC
be
was
there."
cracking. NSYNC was
But like
popping.
these
Blah blah
are
blah. You had to
crazy.
be there.
But people just hate them, and I'm just like,
Right.
why? Why do you hate them so much? And it could be just like social media culture. You know, somebody runs with something, and then everybody always takes it. But I never really see old heads. Like I never really see the OGs really like hate on the mid. They don't care. They just like
Yeah, like, I don't care. Like, I don't hate on them. I have a few pairs. Like, they're Jordans still. Like, they look nice. They look good with fits. You know what I'm saying? Like, freaking. So there's some mids that have the mid and the low version of just because the colorway is so nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, freaking. The freaking Jordan Low's a super amazing alternative to freaking the Dunk. They're freaking the same. It's the same freaking shoe. Like, it's just less padding. Like, the colorways are still there, you know, like mids shouldn't be hated on like they are, man. Like there's some good colorways out there.
It's social media.
I know.
That's what it is.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Chris. Do you own a mid? I want to hear that. Do you own a mid?
No.
Ain't nothing wrong with owning one, or
Unfortunately, yes, I do. And it was
nice.
it was the Valentine's Day colorway, but it was the reverse.
Okay.
So it's like a black on black with red trim, and the bottom has like a Chicago colorway. I have to bring him out for the next one. Remind me. You know, I have to bring him out for the next one. But yeah, it is the only one, the one and only. Haven't put any wearing them. Now that I'm thinking about them, it's not a bad colorway at all. It's not a bad colorway. They kind of remind me of the Jordan 1 Bloodline, but reverse.
Okay.
You know, the Bloodline was the white, black, and red with the red trim and the stitching. They kind of remind me of that, but reverse. I have to show you guys after the fact, and I'll show everybody else on our next broadcast for sure. But
Man.
this
So
has been
this got me
great.
thinking.
Yeah.
This got me thinking.
Okay.
Since we're talking about, you know, SBs and Nikes and stuff like that, this got me thinking. What have y'all caught recently? Let me see it. What's new on the palette? What did we get?
Oh man. Who's first? Who's going first?
I'll let you go.
Yeah. You go ahead. You go first.
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. Recently I have caught. I got a new camera. This is my new baby. Canon EOS R. I can't even remember the name. Freaking.
Nice.
Dude. I copped the Supreme Pop. So we're gonna have some cool vlogs, you know, just in case I get into a jam. I got a little pump here.
Nice.
Hey, you never know when you gotta punch your air and some shit. You never know.
You gotta have Supreme on it.
Oh, dude, I copped a couple. It's from a brand called Outsider. Some hoodies. I got a couple things. I copped this skate deck, just a bunch of random stuff, man.
That's nice. That's nice.
You guys like that?
That's
That's
nice.
pretty dope.
The
Yeah.
Tito won one of these for me.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Well, I guess we'll keep the Supreme thing going. Objects on Supreme are smaller than what they appear in the picture, as we can see here.
Yes.
This tool is literally not for anything house useful. Like, if
Oh
anyone
my
catches
god!
you trying to
Oh my god!
don't fix a sink with
Bro,
this,
how much did you
don't
spend on
like
that?
this is just a flex. Like, this is like a large toothpick. It's a really big toothpick. That's what it is. But
So where's the wrench at? I thought that was a wrench.
I thought it was a wrench also, but it's
You're
more
not
or
gonna
less
fix 911?
pliers. It's more or less pliers,
Little.
but
That's
Leatherman.
actually pretty
So,
cool though, too.
you know,
That's still pretty
if you
cool.
really,
Wow.
yeah. You know, it's like a little multi-tool. You know, you ever get into a little
You're gonna do
shamble,
a
you
jam.
know, you could defend yourself. But, you know, you can defend yourself in style. Like, it would be an honor
Yeah.
for me to, you know, to like poke you with the Supreme Leatherman. You know, like you ought to feel privileged. You know what I mean? Like, come on. But yeah, this thing was a waste of money.
Right before we get to, is that Preem?
Right. This thing here, but it was pretty cool. I mean, Supreme accessories. I promised myself from here on out, no more Supreme accessories. I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. After last week, seeing that $1,200, what was that, toddler chair or whatever?
Yeah,
I don't even know the name of the chair. It just looks like something that my daughter would sit in and destroy. Like, and for $1,200, they can keep it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
They've been coming out with some pricey items. That plate, well, I believe the retail on that was like almost four racks.
Oh yeah, it was like $4,400 a plate.
Yeah, for a plate, a hand-painted plate. What's going on? Where's
You better be eating the most expensive spaghetti off this plate, bro. I mean, you better be eating the finest spam off this plate. Like, it's something, you know, the finest of the finest. Steak. Like, dude, right. You better be eating gold-plated steak on this $4,000 plate. Like, you know what I mean?
The finest of the finest.
Like, you better have like a tomahawk. It's like you need like a tomahawk steak or something. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta have like a tomahawk steak or something to, you know what I mean, to eat off that plate, man. You can't have, you know, nothing regular. Can't have nothing spaghetti or no sandwich. You know what I mean? No. That's a flex move right there.
150 only in the world. 150.
Whew.
Only 150
for that plate.
And they sold out, right?
They only made 150 of those.
Oh, that better be going.
They got their money, man.
Yeah. And what was the resale on that? Like 4,700. Like, it was only a $300 turnaround. Like, if you bought that, that was your plate. That was your plate, bro. That was your plate. Oh yeah, you brought that. Like, that was yes, that is his old brother Stevie. He's flexing on us, Nillen. He got one of those. That's terrible. That is terrible.
So,
he is flexing. He's flexing.
Check it out. Shout out to my sister. She's actually Rose. If you guys can see her in the comment, if you guys ever need anything, shirts. I believe she does a couple of wallpapers and cool cups like this.
Okay.
She also, I believe she did some canvases for a couple of customers of hers. They were pretty nice. So if you guys ever need something,
merch coming out soon.
Hey, who knows? Maybe.
There you go. Oh, and don't let Chris fool you. He caught some Travis Scott sixes that he got rid of.
Hey.
Put him on blast.
Yeah. You know, it happens like that. It happens like that. I still got my olives though. The olives are way better in my opinion. The olives are way better in my opinion.
Let me go before today.
Didn't those come out in Friends and Family too?
I believe so, but there was something different about the Friends and Family pair. I'm not really for sure what the difference was in the the original pair versus the friends and family. But the friends and family pair, the resale was like stupid ridiculous. It was almost like 10 G's versus the $1,000 resale on the regular pair. So yeah.
So basically, market the guys. Yep.
I'll go with my recent cop real quick because I don't want to go after Tito because he over there grabbing everything. So,
yeah, you notice the camera keeps going off.
Go
right? He keeps running off and coming back.
I haven't copped anything. I copped a shirt.
No, I copped the shirt. Let me hear what my measly little purchase before you go on. So I got these 2.0s. I haven't worn these yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm trying to do with these. But this is, I think I got these early access on sneakers.
Oh,
and this
man.
is like my first dub on sneakers since 2015 when the app was created. So I hold these near and dear. I'm trying to create a fit with these, but you know, I was thinking about selling them, I'm not gonna lie. But I had to keep that first sneakers dub.
That's gonna be the beginning of your sneakers luck, bro.
I did get the Hyper Royals, but I mean this is a few weeks ago. But I mean these still kind of fresh.
Shoe of the year?
It might be. It might
be. So far. This was the. I think it was this one and what other one was like this one in the trophy room for me was like the craziest release because when this I think social media went so crazy for these.
For the Hyper, yeah.
Yeah.
The turbo greens went from a $140 resale shoe to $400.
Easy.
Those are stuff that I was looking at those on eBay trying to cop those for the low, and no shot up because these are about to release. And then every foot site just like staggered, like, oh, we don't know if we're gonna get pairs. Oh, we only have GS pairs. Oh, we only have adult pairs. Oh, we only have these in Hollywood. Oh, you got to go up north for these. Right. I was like, what the is going on? A release date's a release date. And then Nike dropped these way before everybody else. And then out of nowhere, everybody's just staggering. And Tito keeps up with this more than I do. I mean, he be sitting. I mean, you and Chris be sending us the updates. These just be dropping out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, Shoe Palace got a raffle. And then a week after, then Finish Line did it. And now, like, we just found out, like, yesterday that Foot Locker is getting them in. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Like, what happened to a release being a release? So it's like, this, I was so glad when I got these, man. I'm not even going to lie. I ain't going to put the dude on blast who I got these from. Yeah. I appreciate him because, you know, we had a little deal. So that was my cops.
Let's go, Tito. Let's go.
Man, well, I already showed you guys last week, but my most recent cop was, or we can call it a trade.
Hey.
Clean. Where's the drum roll? Nice.
I know.
My size, actually, I got blessed, man, by this girl that I actually sell sneakers to. I had some UNCs that she's been bugging me since the first day they dropped, which I believe they were like $450 to $500 because I know they were pushed back. And she actually hit on the sneakers app. So she told me a little story about these. So it's not how fast you join those draws, because I've actually won Hyper Royals when I had 10 seconds left, and I said, you know what? I'm going to let it go to 3. So the moment that countdown hit and it was 3, I entered the draw and I hit on Hyper Royals on both men and grade school. So, and yeah, she was bugging me, but obviously she couldn't afford, you know, $400, $500 shoe. So with the whole resale, which I think they dropped now, they're like $900. So I offered Hyper Royal in grade school and the UNC one.
Good trade.
And then we did that deal, man. And I got blessed with this shoe. It's a beautiful shoe, man. One of my favorite parts of the shoe is the sole. And I'm not even
nice.
But
That's dope.
I think it's a pretty cool thing, man. And then you got the cracked skateboard toe box.
Yo, I didn't even notice that. That's it.
Yeah,
Those were actually on a pair of his shoes.
yeah. Well, every single shoe that every silhouette that he dropped with Nike, I believe, that was the whole motive for the shoe. Um, basically, they're all in the paws.
That's dope.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully he got a pair before everybody else.
Right.
Yeah, I think I
Clearly.
saw a video, man. He was actually
I win.
skating. They only had a size 10. I believe he's a size 9.5 or 10.5, and they gave him a half size down, and he actually felt them a little snug, and he went out and he skated in them. But yeah, he did get a pair. And then my second, which are these guys?
Okay. Clean.
By the
Look at
way,
that.
Soul Brothers first giveaway.
Hey.
You can either actually I forgot to announce. Winner will be announced on Saturday. Maybe Friday. It depends. But yeah, man, winner can choose either on the Spartan Dunks or on the Michigan Dunks. And I also might just throw in the Shadow 2.0s just in case. I know there's a lot of people out there that either mess with Jordan 1s or Dunks. But yeah, winner will be able to choose either one. Wish everyone good luck that entered.
Those Michigan Bucks are crazy.
But hopefully we can do this giveaway by hopefully Friday, if not Saturday. It all depends how busy we are.
Definitely.
But shout out to everyone for supporting Soul Brothers, and this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning.
Definitely.
We got bigger things coming, and expect.
So don't forget that giveaway,
Yes,
people.
yes,
There's
thank
the
you,
rules
thank you.
on the page, and I think there's also the rules on the Instagram. So don't forget to get on that, so you can definitely get on that giveaway and get the dog as well.
which, by the way, I did get a couple DMs. People asking, how about if we don't have Facebook and Instagram? Maybe certain people only have Facebook. Maybe certain people only have Instagram. So I'm not doing 2 giveaways. It's just gonna be one, but I am gonna do a separate for everyone that has a Facebook and not having Instagram or access to it. You don't have to follow all the rules, but I am gonna be a little. Let's see. I'm gonna edit that or fix that hopefully by tonight. So everyone that doesn't have both social media platforms, as long as you can just support and then just like I said, just comment and we should be good to go. And I did a little mistake. Once I created the post about the giveaway, it got posted on my personal Facebook, not on the group. Which we're gonna fix that hopefully tonight, guys. So if feel free to enter the giveaway. It will be posted tonight on our group instead of my regular Facebook page. Sorry about that, guys. But I appreciate everyone that entered. Like I said, Spartans, Jordan 1 2.0s. I'm pretty sure I have every size. And the Michigans as well. So winner can choose.
I can choose.
There you go.
We talked about the cops. What were your biggest L's this week?
The dunks, the fragment dunks. That was I wanted those, man. Like those are pretty sick. They're dunks and plus they're fragments, they're pretty sick. And I slept, man. That was the hardest L I took this week. I was like, dude, I think I could have got them too. Like I think I could have got those. Like a lot of people here locally hit on those, and I was like, dude, that could have been me, but I overslept by like 2 minutes. It's like no.
I took an L on those two.
My biggest L was I actually like the Jordan 6 Electric Green.
Yep.
Which I entered a raffle in store for a size 11.5. I get a phone call. I'm not gonna say what store. They did give me a call talking about you won the raffle size 11.5. Pick up tomorrow. However, when I'm picking up the shoe, they told me that they did not have 11.5 if I was interested in a size 11. So there was something funny about that, but again,
Yeah.
we take some L's, and I actually got the size 11 and blessed someone on the group.
There you go.
Which shout out to, I believe his name's Donald. Sorry.
Shout out to them. They
Donald.
got a
Shout out to
pair.
Donald. Yeah, got electric greens
Got a
in his
pair.
size, so
I
that was
wanted the electric greens. I wanted those because I seen the glow in the dark and like I was like, that's sick. And I'm a big fan of green.
yeah,
I'm a big fan of
it's a
green.
nice
Green's like
color,
one of my
man.
favorite colors. So I was like, I gotta grab these, and I tried, and I didn't get them. And so I was like, man, I don't really want these anyway. But I actually really did. I actually really did. I was like, man, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
why? But then, we've been taking L's all year, so I know there's some shoes coming up that I need to get, but we'll just see. But we'll see about those.
Hopefully.
But going into one of our final topics, because we talked about Supreme and some of you guys' cops and what you guys got, and I seen this video recently that was talking about how streetwear and like Supreme and all these other things are just dead, like Bobby the hundreds, all this stuff is just like not cool anymore. So kind of see what you guys thought about that. Like me personally, I don't wear Supreme. I know the outlets have had to get it. It's just like I know that there's multiple people who have stronger avenues how to get it faster than me. So I don't really try. Closest thing I got to Supreme is I thrifted Supreme hat once at a thrift store, and then I got like 3 Supreme camo jackets from Ross one time, and I ended up just selling those. But for you guys, what do you guys think about like streetwear and all this stuff? Is it dead, or are people just like not caring anymore?
I wouldn't say it's dead necessarily. The hype is still there. Just I guess it would just be with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like Supreme, they just got bought out by the same people who own Vans and Timberland. So like I see them moving the company. Like a lot of people are thinking it's gonna end up in Zoomies. You know what I'm saying? Like freaking. As so it's not as exclusive as you used to be, like because the resale for tees used to be 100 plus, like they're not even hitting like $50-$60 anymore, so in a way I think it is dying, but it's not. Like there's still like the people who appreciate that, the collectors, and there's the people who are looking at it as like a business side, a money side, you know what I'm saying? Like there's always going to be those people like, oh, how much money can I make off this? Or is it going to look fresh on me? You know what I'm saying? Like I still buy Supreme. Like I think it looks cool. Like there's certain pieces that I stay away from that are too loud. But like we were talking about this earlier, I like the subtle hits, like I see the loudness for the younger crowd coming in, and like the subtle flexes for the old cats coming in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just I used to want to wear the loud stuff, and now I'm like finding myself like wanting to wear the simpler things. You know what I'm saying? Like I like subtle flexes more than loud, and that's where I see the older cats even going to. Like I see a lot of people wearing not necessarily like the loud stuff from Supreme, but like the subtle. I think streetwear is moving in a different direction, a more subtle direction. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not as loud as it used to be. So it's I don't know, like that's really hard, you know what I'm saying? As a reseller, like I see like the culture like just being gutted out from the inside, but you know what I'm saying? But not as a reseller, as a connoisseur, like I see it being ripped out on the inside. Like it's taking something that I like, and a lot of people are taking advantage of that. Like there's money to be made here, and there's a lot of money. But as a I'm sorry, guys. It's late. I need to sleep by now. So it's good and bad, guys. It's for people who actually like it is it's bad, but for people who don't care and want to resell, like it's good. Like
Yeah,
it's just how you look at it. At the end of the
true.
day, like, it's still there for people. Streetwear it's still there.
I think it all comes down of how you rock it, man.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people, they either hype stuff up or they don't want to wear it because there's no more hype to it.
yeah,
It all comes down, bro. If you can rock a fit, regardless if it was a brand from 10, 12 years ago, for example, Bathing Ape, you know.
Babe. Yeah,
So I mean,
Babe was crazy. Babe
exactly.
jackets were crazy
I
back
remember, man. I found a hoodie, and if I had to this day, man, it was loud. Colors were loud, but I would still rock it. I don't care if they're dead, and it's just it all comes down to people, man. People opinions, and just because the hype died down, oh, I'm not gonna wear it no more. I can't fuck with it. Oh, excuse my language,
then.
but it all comes down, man, and how you can rock your fits, I believe, and it can be any brand, or it can be $10 pants, $5 tee, or $10 tee. You
Yeah.
know, has some nice $1,000 shoes, and your
Yeah,
outfit
it
can be
don't have
popping,
to be
man.
Supreme. Yeah, like there's still other alternatives out there that you can look way fresher in some Nike and some freaking joggers than you would in like all Supremed out. Like people are like,
Yeah,
dang, what the heck is that? With some Vapor Maxes or something like simple. You know what I'm saying? Like freaking, you can have clean fits without having streetwear, but it's
Yeah.
for the people who appreciate it. I think it's still there.
yeah, yep.
I think people got a. I remember seeing a post that Supreme got a lot of flack for the Supreme Air Force Ones
Hmm.
with just like that little Supreme logo on the side, and they're like, really for these, and they weren't really too happy with them. No, it's just like it's subtle, like, and
It's
sometimes the Air
subtle.
Force One isn't loud.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like for a shoe like that, the Air Force is a clean shoe. It's meant to be a clean shoe. Like people buy Air Force Ones on the weekly. Like freaking like I need a fresh shoe, but I don't know Jordan's not coming out. That's the in between shoe.
Mm-hmm.
But all Supreme did like there was nothing that needed to be done to that shoe. So Supreme, like we need our little brand on it, and I love what they did to it because they haven't really come out with a clean shoe in a long time. Like the Dunks were cool. The new ones, the Supreme Dunk Lows, how like they copied their other colorways from back in the day. Like those were super clean, super nice. The resale was super crazy, and we hadn't seen that in freaking forever from Supreme. Like for a shoe like that, like
Yep.
their Air Maxes didn't do too hot, like freaking. But that dunk would skyrocketed, man. I think those are over like $3,000 now, right? Like freaking, they're ridiculous, dude. Like
Yeah.
so, like what I'm saying, like for people who appreciate streetwear and like Supreme like that, like it's still there. Like those shoes, it just has to be the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
there's still hype around certain things.
It's true. I'll see, like, depending on where I'm at, not I don't really see much Supreme here.
Hmm.
But I do when I do go to like LA or go up to the Bay. I do see a lot of Supreme people, and I do see like the way some people wear it. Some people do like it's subtle. It's like a box logo tee and like some regular jeans and like some J's or something like that or some Dunks. And then you got the people who are like Supreme out. I'm talking about North Face Supreme jacket. They got the logos all over the pants. They got everything on, and I'm just like, that's a lot, brother.
It's loud.
That's a lot. But to me, like streetwear is still dope, depending on how you rock it.
Yep.
But I have noticed a lot of people go more, especially nowadays, to the vintage scene. Like
Hmm.
everybody wants vintage now. If it's not like if the tag doesn't say 1990 something, they people don't care. Like I seen like this regular Nike tee. I bought one from the thrift store, and it was just it's a gray Nike tee with the Nike in the corner embroidered in, and the tag says Nike 1998. And I seen somebody selling that shirt for $80. And I'm like, it's just a simple Nike tee. That vintage is going crazy. Like the whole because my scene is pretty much like restorations, old kicks. Cause I hit the thrift store, so I see all that vintage stuff. So all that stuff I used to buy way back when. I used to sit on like my eBay or whatever. Now I'm posting it up. People are just like going crazy for it. I'm just like, damn, the vintage scene is going crazy too.
Oh yeah. What got me into vintage was round two, watching that stuff a couple years ago. Like I started getting into vintage from there, and then just how the scene blew up over here. Like I do see some people wear Supreme over here, and it's not that many. Like so, like it's weird to see out on the street. Like you don't expect people to come up to you. Like we're talking about this. Like you kind of want that recognition. When you go out, like, oh, I hope somebody says something. You're feeling fresh. Like you have your fit on, but no, in reality, nobody says anything unless you're unless you're standing in line for a drop or something. Like, oh dang, what are those? What are those? Like there's only going to be those certain people who know what it is at the end of the day. And like if you know, you know what I'm saying. Like you just give props to your fellow dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh damn, don't be that guy. Like, oh thanks.
There are a lot of people who are like that. Like,
yeah, dude. I geek out when I see that shit like in public, and like what I'm saying, I'm like, oh damn, those are fresh, and I always get the same reaction. Oh thanks.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, damn, those are cool. Like,
I guess we're just old school, dude. Like for me, that's what got me into sneakers. I love to talk to people, and so if I see them on, if I see a dope shoe or like you got a dope outfit, I'm coming up to you. I'm like, bro, when did you get these? How'd you get these?
Yeah, dude.
Tell me the story. Like it's crazy. It's more boring when people are just like, oh yeah, I just got them off online.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, so I miss when people are like, dude. So let me when they start hitting at this and they do, let me tell you. I'm like, okay, this is about to be good. So that's why I love interacting with people.
The stories behind the shoes, like, oh man, dude. That's what I love. Like when you talk about the stuff with people, like their stories and how they got their items and like what they do, what they had to do to get their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a community out here.
Yeah, there is. Especially Tito over there, man. My man's fits me. Every time he puts something together, I'm just like, woo, this guy.
And that's what got me into sneakers, man. Just trying to look fly, man. Since I was younger, I would watch my cousins, and they were older than me. I was never able to afford, kicks, nice fits like that. But I think that's one of my passions, man. Now that I'm blessed and fortunate, I thank God for allowing me to, be able to, man, get all these kicks and throw a nice fit on there, man. I'm just thankful for all that. It just I don't like to brag or show off, but I do like getting recognition. Like if I was grocery shopping, I was at Smart and Final, and some dude pulled up and he said, "Bro, love the fit. I just can't stand the whole resale." I had the UNC 4s. That we went to Visalia to get Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just acknowledging me, man. He just hates the fact about the resale that a store in Inglewood. He said they had them a week early and they were $350 plus. And when he went in store the following week, he was not able to cop because they were backdoored. They didn't have any pairs.
Wow.
So I know a lot of stuff happens like that in LA. Here in Bakersfield is a little bit different. Obviously, small market compared to LA and Fresno, and that's how you see all these kids. And I shouldn't say just kids. All men, adults. They're all getting all these early pairs either because of backdooring, man. Which that can be our next topic. We'll talk about all that.
Definitely. So I think we're gonna end this first episode here. Definitely a great start. Definitely great conversations. Next week, we definitely will be talking about the backdooring. We'll definitely be talking about is reselling killing the community. Definitely we're gonna be talking about that, and we definitely might have a guest on the show. She owns her own shop. So we're gonna dig in the mind of because females are stepping up in the sneaker world, and females are kind of, making their way for their game. I mean, you got like the Jordan 1 collab that came out. I'm trying to remember. Remind me. Do you remember the name of it? The Jordan 1?
Which one?
I'm drawing a blank. It's like blue and green. How am I drawing a blank on this right now? I don't know. But what's up?
I got
You know
them. I gotta dig in my closet because I got all the shoes that are either for sale. I got them but these are all mine. I got a whole. Anyways, yeah, we'll get them. I forgot the name of them, but I know exactly. She's the designer or she's something.
Yeah, she's a designer.
Crazy colorway, but beautiful.
That color is crazy.
Beautiful materials.
And then the Jordan 3 that came out, and I always butcher the name, so I'm not gonna say it. But the female designers and everything have been like stepping up in the sneaker world. And so we have somebody who runs her own shop. She's gonna be stopping by, chit-chatting with us. We're gonna go through that, how she's running through, because this is a male-dominated culture, and she's making waves of her own. So again, we appreciate you guys for stopping by, hanging out with us for I don't know how long we've been on this. But
it's past my bedtime.
It's past a few people's bedtime. Chris had to leave us a little bit early, but it's all good. From me, Sneaker Had a Budget, All Hype 661, and Tito's Kicks, we appreciate you guys for coming through. Next episode will be coming up real soon. We're going to be getting our dates together, and don't forget about the giveaway, guys. Like you said, it will be happening either Friday or Saturday. So we'll probably keep you guys updated on that. Don't forget to like the page on Facebook. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. You guys want to say anything before we cut it off?
Just a little friendly reminder: none of us can enter the giveaway.
Are you sure? I can't.
I am sure. No one.
I need those.
none of the Soul Brothers cannot. They cannot enter the giveaway. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a blessed night and have a great week.
Have a great week, man. Thank you guys again. Appreciate it.
Peace, guys.
Blessed night. Peace.